Hello and welcome everyone. It's me, Mr. Zaki. In this video, I'm going to show you the differences between phrase, sentence, clause, independent clause, and how to make a sentence. So dependent clause versus independent clause or phrase. So we have three things to compare: dependent, independent, and phrase. Okay. Independent clause, actually, it's a sentence. Independent clause is a sentence. So a clause is a group of words that include a subject and a verb, containing a noun or pronoun and a one finite verb. We studied the noun and the pronouns and the verbs, so you know what I'm talking about. A clause is two types, either dependent. Dependent means meaning is not complete. We're going to give examples on that later. Independent means meaning is complete. A sentence is actually an independent clause and usually ends with a period, because we end any sentence or any independent clause with a period. A phrase, on the other hand, which does not contain a subject and a verb, all right, could be in the afternoon. This is a phrase. Drinking from the bowl, a noun phrase. This is prepositional phrase, in the afternoon. Let's have examples of independent clauses. Independent clauses or sentences. Meaning is complete. Tara ate a cheese roll. Tara ate a cheese roll. So if I just tell you Tara ate, is this complete? No, I have to say Tara ate something. Tara ate a cheese roll. This is a complete sentence. My cousin failed his driving test 6 times. Okay. Example of dependent clauses. Depend here means it depends on another sentence to complete the meaning. Dependent means it needs another piece of information to complete the meaning. After she watched the news, yes, what happened? What happened after she did something? Because we used here after, then there's something going to happen after this. So as long as he didn't tell me what is going to happen after this, this is called dependent clause. Even though his mother was a driving instructor, what happened? Okay. So usually dependent clauses start with when, while, after, even though, all these, all right? And then we put comma and then we complete, if we want to complete the meaning, then it's going to be a sentence, all right? How do we link the two things together? How do we linking a dependent clause to a sentence, which is independent clause? We can do this with relative pronouns, and we studied the relative pronouns. Relative pronouns have a similar function to conjunctions, like and, or, but, so, etc. They are the same words as integrative pronouns, but we have a different usage here. Here, we have taken before that we can use the integrative pronouns what, which, who, whom, and whose to ask questions like what is this or who is that person. Here, these are used as a linking between two clauses. For example, the house which had been beautiful was ruined. Okay, so I can simply say the house was ruined, and that would be actually incomplete sentence. But I put which had been beautiful, okay? The house which had been beautiful, here I use the relative pronoun. Or you can say the integrative pronoun, which, to link the house to ruined. To link the house to ruined. The house which had been beautiful, what happened to it? Was ruined. So which here is a relative pronoun, and had been here is dependent phrase. Which had been beautiful, this is the dependent phrase. So I can remove the dependent phrase and the meaning would still be complete. So if I remove this, okay, if I remove this phrase, okay, it would actually gives me a complete sentence. The house was ruined. Okay, so dependent phrase or dependent clause, uh, let's say dependent clause, okay, if I remove the dependent clause, the meaning is still there. Okay, the house was ruined. Okay, this is an independent clause which can stand alone as a sentence because the meaning is complete and clear. Okay, okay, now I'm going to use the board to give you more examples using my graphic tablet. So I want you to think with me. All right, we have taken now the differences between the phrase, dependent clause, and independent clause. So let's compare them together. We have phrase versus dependent clause versus sentence or independent clause. Sentence or independent clause. So a phrase I told you, in the afternoon, could be a prepositional phrase, in the afternoon. What happened in the afternoon? This is still dependent. Okay, so this is incomplete. Incomplete sentence. Incomplete. You have to complete the meaning. Still dependent clause. For example, while I was eating, something happened, right? Comma. Something happened here. If I don't put it here, the meaning is incomplete. Independent clause or a sentence is when I complete this meaning. While I was eating, comma, what happened? The telephone rang, for example. Oh, now when I put this phrase or this sentence, the meaning now is actually complete, okay? All right, very good. So dependent clause also is incomplete. This is very useful to know while writing, because a lot of people just write anything and they don't know that they should put a period, okay, we put a period at the end of a sentence. Now we understand what a sentence is. So for example, Ahmed goes to school every day. We put a period there. Why? Because this is a complete sentence. But I cannot put a period after this. While I was eating, this is incomplete sentence. I cannot put a period here, okay? The same idea with the phrase in the afternoon, if someone put a period here, this is incorrect. It's incomplete sentence. So I put comma and then I complete the sentence. I put period in the end. So remember that a sentence, how to make a sentence, we usually need a subject. The subject is usually a noun or pronoun. like noun like Ahmad or Zaki or Jasmine or Judy, whatever. And pronoun is I, we, you, they, he, she, it. Okay? He, she, and it. And you know, you studied the tenses with me, right? The present simple, continuous, perfect, all, etc. So you must put a verb. This verb could be a verb tense. For example, you can say, I go to school. This is the verb. I go to school every day. Okay? So here the subject I, the main verb is go. To is a preposition. School is object. And every day is adverb. Okay? So you studied this with me. I is a subject. Go is the main verb. We studied the verb and all the types of the verb. To is a preposition. And school is object. And every day is adverb. Okay? So simply how to make a sentence, you need a subject and verb and usually an object. Okay? But it depends on the verb. We have two types of verbs or many types of verb. All right? Verbs that take object and other verbs don't take object. Okay? Review. Okay, so review the following: transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. Okay, so you can make just sentence with subject and finite verb, and you can make a sentence with subject and verb and object, and you can put adjective in your sentence. You can put adverbs as you wish. Okay, this is a bonus video from Mr. Zaki, TESOL holder, Arizona State University, and currently studying CELTA. Have a good day. Enjoy your course with me. If you have any questions, please ask. Have a good day and see you soon. Bye-bye.